Hello and welcome to Farthest Frontier. Well, it looks like this place is... it's not too far off from getting finished. I want to hopefully get this finished before another army turns up. Because, yeah, they made a real mess of this place, I'll give them that. I mean, fortunately last time we got attacked, they came from a different location, so it wasn't so bad, but... yeah, hopefully they can get this finished off. I mean, I don't have to flatten the place, but I feel obliged to. So I'm going to give them some instructions. Actually, I haven't said that. The plan was at some point I need to start bringing in barracks, don't I? That's the reason I wanted to do that. Yeah, now that I think about it. So at some point I'll extend this area out and set up barracks too. Because I mean at the moment I can try and buy time with the the walls and the towers, so that'll buy us time to get any armies down from the main area. Although to be fair, these these sort of like invasions, they tend to be a lot more people than we can handle. They've got a lot more troops than we do. But, you know. Anywho, let's see. So we've got... I think I've got plans for more food. We're consuming more... right, we're consuming more protein. Oh, right, because the... right, okay, so that's a big problem. Sounds like we need more smokehouses then, don't we? So I've got... I mean, where is all this meat? That's a $64 million question. I mean, it's probably not so good that we've got a one of these compost yards nearby. I mean, I feel like health and safety wouldn't be too appreciative. But where is all this meat then? I mean, where actually is it all? Because most, if not all, the meat's going to be coming from these barns. So who's got all the meat? I mean, they don't stuff. I'm suddenly intrigued to know where all this meat is. We've got... yeah, where is all the meat? Can't be coming from the chicken chip. Chickens are going to produce some meat, but not that much. Let's look at the storage then. Storage says, oh, that makes a lot of sense. We've got 48 meat, so we've lost. So actually, that is a lot of meat to lose when you think about it. That is a lot. I mean, dairy's getting spoiled as well. We're producing a lot of milk, but that's being spoiled. I mean, who actually converts? Who converts the milk over to cheese, for example? Buildings, food. Ah, it's the cheese maker there. So where is... have I got the cheese maker in here somewhere? One way to find out. It's a bit difficult. It'd be nice to be able to sort of like select a... say like, I need to find this type of building, but I can't. I can find certain people working at one, but... so I've got a cheese maker, so I can start tracking down people. Okay, so there is a cheese maker over there. That makes sense then that it's there, but there's only one person working in there. There's not enough. Let's max that out because there's not enough milk getting converted over to cheese. So that's a bit of a waste. Smokehouses, could do with another bunch of them. Ooh, it's I like Scope of the Butcher. That name's just got a wonderful ring to it. I mean, he sounds more like a warlord than an actual, like, butcher. I mean, he may well be like a butcher. You know, he might be like front running a butcher's shop, but in reality, it's just like a front end. He's a warlord out there who's, well, yeah, let's not get into that. But what has he got? I mean, there's nothing really. I mean, I could sell him some of the honey that we've got going spare. It's not bad, 200. The big thing I'm concerned about, I must admit, is that having a lot of money tends to attract private armies. So it's like, that might not be a good idea. Shoes, meats. Oh no, we are running short on tallow. Always do with some tallow. Shoes are going cheap. I think that'll do. In the meanwhile, back down here. So that's definitely in there to be built, as is that. Right, so we'll get back to this bizarre little area over here. I mean, it won't be that long and we'll have been at this for probably about 2 centuries. I mean, I suspect it's going to take a lot more than 2 centuries to finish this off. Uh, 562. Oh, let's go with a corner. Let's go from the corners. I'm sure there's probably some like practical way of doing this, but for me it's just not working. It just takes forever and ever. I didn't want that. But it's my little pet project, so it needs to be done. Right, so if we go that way. Oh, what I could do with this more... Oh, yeah, we haven't finished building the barn. I was going to say we could do with more goats, but until they build the barn, it's not much point. 625... 50... I thought actually we're on 950 people, so we've still got a ways to go to recover the number of people back. Who knows how long that'll last, mind. But then we want to go that way. Yeah, I mean, there's some games out there that have got some a lot more sensible and practical terraforming solutions than this. I'm not quite sure what the devs were thinking, to be honest. What they had in mind. It's not. Yeah, it's probably I'd say it's probably like the worst terraforming solution I've ever seen, quite frankly. It's not, I think they kind of like didn't put that much effort into it, really. Maybe deliberately. I don't know. But it's not, I don't find it to be useful at all. It's a shame because you could make probably some like really interesting things with it when you do terraforming. You can really like transform areas. That's the whole point. But this is just, yeah. I think most people would probably just like lose interest after a while because there's no set end game within this game. To be honest, it's a completely open end. The only reason I'm keeping it going is because it's still in early access. There's still a lot to be done before they get to like version 1. So it'll be interesting to see what they add afterwards, but proper terraforming solution is not on the list of to-do things. So I think we're basically stuck with that. That would probably, I wouldn't say it would put me off the game. I mean, you don't necessarily need it. It's useful. It's not necessary. Right, what can we... I can sell you soap. I've got plenty of soap. There you go, have some soap. And go and clean your face. All the travelling they do, I'm sure they'll get dirty every now and again. Tools, yes, we could do with tools. Because for whatever reason, we're just not making enough. I know why, we're not producing enough metal ingots, basically. Stone, I'm going to do with some stone, even though it's going at a high price. I've got some spares of these. Let me release 2 of them back into the community and I'll buy another 2. Yeah, there's a few things are getting held up because we don't have the ingots and the heavy tools as a result. So we've got a lot of coal, we've got a lot of iron. So does that mean we need are the foundries actually too busy, or no, they're not. Now let's put more people into this one. So that one ironically needs metal ingots to upgrade. So if I can find somebody selling metal ingots, it would make sense to buy them. No, you just want to sell. You want us to sell you them, don't you? We could buy goats, but there's nowhere to put them. Well, yeah, I could buy more goats and split them up, I suppose. We're on 15 of 20. Never mind. Oh, that was a thought. I'm supposed to be doing... Oh yes, we are producing here. Right, that's okay. Are we storing here? Yeah, we've got some here. Because they're complete... What are you doing? Ah, right, so you produce milk. Oh yeah, so you're using the goats for the milk as well. Ah, I never thought about that. So what I could do is build another cheesemaker in that case, couldn't I? Let's do that. If we plonk a cheesemaker out here, so I could run the road in that direction. No, I didn't want to do that. I want to do that. So I could put the cheesemaker on the edge there. So that's a preservis. That's more for the fruit then, isn't it? So if I put... What about storage though? Yeah, because they take up 2. Put them there and put the cheesemaker just round the corner. I mean, I don't have enough people to do all this, but hopefully that'll start to take up, because at the moment we've got quite a few spare labourers, because things like the mining for the iron and the coal's on hold, because we've got a bajillion of it. We've just got so much of it that I've set limits to say, look, once you get to this limit, just don't bother digging anything more up. So it just doesn't make sense, really. Now that's something else I was thinking of as well. I need to keep focusing on this, to be honest, because otherwise it'll just never get finished. Well, it may never get finished, to be honest, but you've got to have some sort of optimism that maybe it might someday. I don't know when or how, but maybe. There may be a day. I think the people here are just so like used to doing all of this that at some point they'll be thinking, I probably forgot why they do it. In fact, may not have any idea whatsoever why we're doing it. I mean, I do, I've got a plan, but whether that plan will get finished is another story. Now, if we go in that direction. Yeah, but playing a game where all you do is just constantly flattening things when you're trying to terraform things is a bit odd. Oh, fudge sickles, I missed an edge. Right, let's go. I mean, there is the idea of like doing it all in stripes, but it's just too laborious. I mean, it's bad enough that I've got to keep getting to do these big chunks of rectangles and squares or whatever. That in itself is like very time consuming and annoying. But I've got my little pet project to do. Let's go in, keep going in that direction. Do maybe... Let's see if we come back down to there. Yeah, because 625 seems to be the maximum you can ever do. It's 16 in that way, 617. Unless it's to do with that. Yeah, it's that. It's the width. The width affects it as well. But at the moment, I'm just carving out random blocks, to be honest, just out of curiosity. Let's keep them going anyway. Now, if we go in, say that direction, and from there to, right, that's that edge there. Right, let's get them back on that. But there was something else I was thinking, and that's to do with these towers, because they're quite a prime target, not just for like visiting troops, but also for the wildlife. Like bears like to take a shot at them. So what I'm thinking, I'll probably move that, but what I'm thinking is to put like a little wall around them so that it buys them a bit more time. So you can't just come in and start attacking the tower straight away. I mean, to be fair, when it comes to the catapults, it's not going to make much difference. Although I don't know if the catapults are clever enough to attack the towers. Now that's a thought. Maybe the actual catapults just focus on the walls, in which case you want the catapults to... you want your towers to be focusing on the catapult. I think this is now broken. Yeah, I think the road here is broken. It's too steep. That one is definitely too steep. It's like, how are we supposed to be getting down here? This makes no sense. What are you doing? I have no idea what this is going to end up like, but so I remember I spent ages trying to get a road working. I can't remember how I did it. I think it was just random, completely random yeah, little stripes that I was getting up to build. It's neither wonder you ignore most of the roads because they're just not straight at all. Well, they're straight, they're not flat. It's always amusing when you're watching like the wagons going up and down some of these roads because it's like, seriously, like, I mean, they should roll over. It's just terrible. Oh no, that sounded bad. Death by old age is something I can handle. It's when they start you're getting the problems of, oh no, somebody died of hypothermia or whatever, or exposure. It's like, yeah, that wasn't really good thinking on my part, was it? Right, so that's taking along. How are we doing over here? Right, I've plugged that gap. So it looks like walls. I've done that before where I've left holes in the walls. And then you end up with sort of like an army just casually just walks through and it's like, yeah. Right. That one's still being built. So once that's done, because we don't get like a town centre over here. I can't build another town centre, which is unfortunate. So what you could put a sort of like a garrison in the middle, but I think the plan is to extend this out. And I might put a garrison within that area. Again, it'll buy you a bit of time. That's my theory. Buy me a bit of time because I'm pretty sure that they'll like fire arrows out. So if they're behind a wall and they can shoot out from behind a wall, will that get to over 800? Something a bit weird. But yeah, I mean, if they can shoot out from their barracks, then that gives you something else apart from just the towers that are tackling any invaders. So that means just 3. Let's prioritize that one. I mean, technically that should be the priority, but it's kind of crazy in some respects. I certainly don't want any more invaders, but on the other hand, it's a case of, well, I'm kind of curious to see how that place holds up. It's like, yeah, it's kind of chickens, 24 of 24, 24 of 24. So they're producing eggs. So last year they produced meat and eggs. That's a good thing. So there's a lot of waste over there. So where's the nearest composting yard then? I know there's one over here. Oh, it's a rat catcher. That's a funny looking composting yard. So there's a one there, there's a one there, there's a one over there. I mean, that one there, I mean, it's not full, but I would have thought it would be able to get to here. Because that one's quite empty. Oh, oh, oh no! What's wrong with the goats? Goats didn't look well. Right, so there's 15. I think I might buy some more rather than. Let's have a look. So if we set the grazing area there. Yeah, oh no. Oh, fudgesicles. How did you die from exposure? I mean, there's the firewood. Surely you're getting... Like, no. So there's somebody there who's cold. So they're a miner. Now, where were you working? And that's the $64 million question for me, is where are they working and where are they living? Because the idea was that this place up here is supposed to be the mining community for these people on that mine, and that's just supposed to be the houses for these miners. But I mean, why did you not go to there, for instance? Ah, now that's a possibility. It depends on who died. So they were waiting for them to bring the firewood back. Right, tell you what. Resources. Firewood. Right, they don't particularly like it if you put a firewood splitter right next to them, but that might be an idea. Have I got anybody living out here? No, I don't. Right, tell you what then. Housing. Let's get an emergency shelter over here. Just in case for some of these people. That. See, that's odd, you see. I mean, I could have gone to the... It depends, mind you, if that was just like a kid, for example. They wouldn't have like been going to get the actual firewood. Yeah, so they were just basically waiting for somebody else to bring the firewood. Right, I'll tell you what, let's do some emergency work, because that place there doesn't seem to make any sense as such, but I mean, how are they doing for fights? I mean, they've got some... Get more people to work here. So we've got... Let's see, we've got 16, 20, 21, 22, at least 22 people working here. Possibly more. So you can get up to 40 people in these houses, but if they're kids, that's a thought, if there's kids there, tricky. It's tricky. Yeah, I suppose that's the trouble. If somebody was waiting for somebody else to bring firewood, they're not exactly going to go to an emergency shelter if they've already got a home, are they? So that's why I think it might make sense, because there's no marketplace around here. There is one up here, but there isn't one here. So maybe if I get a wood splitter here, that might be better for them. And if we put a storage for timber and firewood, that might help as well. Getting to flatten over here as well. Yeah, that's a thought. If I can do that, that might help. I mean, we're producing enough stone. Let's get some more people in there. I think I've still got enough. Yeah, I've still got enough people running as labourers for now, because I'm just waiting for all that until all the iron and coal gets used up. There's no point making any more. I mean, yeah, I could sell it, I suppose, but... Right, how are we doing over here? I mean, I don't want to touch this road here because the area needs flattening. I'm trying to avoid that for now, just because it's winter. Because they can only survive for so long outside. Nope, didn't want that. Let's get a bit more flattening over there. Ah, now that's a tree area, isn't it, though? I could move it to maybe there. Yeah, I think if I get them doing like a lot of flattening up here, I could end up with more people dying of exposure. Jeez Louise, what have we done? We've seriously wrecked the road here. This is the trouble, because I'm flattening it up there, and I'm flattening it down there, and it's not including this area here, so it's ending up a complete eyesore. Jeez Louise. Oh no! We've made a bad situation worse. Right, we're into the next year, so let's try and do something over here again. Keep going in that direction. I've no idea if this is actually working, to be honest. It's like... let's go in that direction. Yeah, that road's messing things up now. Direction... because really that left-hand side is much lower than the top. Somehow I need to get this whole part lined up and flat. I don't know if this is helping at all. Let's go from... because that's higher up. So if I go from, say, there, that's about 4 tiles in that direction. Right, so if we do that then, rather than just the random way I've been doing it before. In that area's... let's try it from there to there then. Oh, it's Beldar the Peddler. I keep thinking he's going to have just useless garbage, nothing of value, just cheap junk. But we'll see. What's he selling? Well, I can't sell him coats. I actually need coats. I can sell him soap. Everybody needs soap. That's a given. For some reason we're not producing enough pottery. I'll have to look into that as well. I don't need anything else that he's got. And I'm kind of stuck because you can only have one temple if memory serves. So there's no point. I quite like the relics that I've got already. So I don't really see any point in buying more relics. Right, now let's split these up. I mean, you won't get any meat out of them, but if I split them up eventually, we'll sort things out. So I'll split them kind of 50-50. Yeah, and send them there. I mean, if anything else, I quite like the way. Let's see, they'll go out through the gate. Yeah, they'll just casually wander out the gate and then into there. Right, trees, stones, bushes, berries, walls, roads and buildings. And I actually want to harvest these things. Anything that's in here, we'll just harvest them. Tidy the place up. What on earth is that? I can't select it. Right, so that's eligible to upgrade. That's eligible. I'm not really bothered about them. It's more the... Well, that was it. I'm looking for somebody to sell metal ingots, aren't I? Because I want to get these upgraded. So then I can make more metal ingots. That's the plan. Oh, is that still not flat? Yeah, it's still not flat. Unless I do it on that side. That's the theory anyway. So if we build... The way I'm thinking, it doesn't make any sense actually. There wouldn't be any point putting a road on there and then over there, like a gateway basically on either side, because people would just walk around anyway. But what I'm thinking is, if I put that, say, there, and if I build that, to go up there and then from there to there, and if we move that, nope. Yeah, if we move that there. So really I want... Right, if I put that one there, so if we take that out, and that out, then that one and that one as well. If I widen that out, so basically it'll just sit in the middle. Then if I run from say there to there, and then there to there, so we build a kind of a structure around it, and then in that case, right, hold on, before anybody starts doing anything crazy. There, and then we put the gate in the middle. That's a bit better. Then we just run the road there to there. So that buys us a bit of breathing time, because these walls are pretty strong. 1600. So they, in theory, I mean, if you put maybe like 2 people, if I can upgrade these, and you can put 2 people into a lookout tower. I mean, even if you line them up, I suppose, so you could have one protect another. So then if one's getting attacked, you'll have 2 lookout towers effectively dealing with any invaders. But I'm not quite sure what the reaction's going to be. Whether you'll get some of the barbarians will come and attack one tower and another lot go after another. Be interesting to see. I want to play it out and see what they do. In the meantime, I want to see if I can do anything about this here road, because that part now is no longer reachable, which is a bit odd. Is that one there I'll cancel? And from there. Oh, it's Lethros. What wonderful things has Lethros got? Crikey, they've gone through that pottery quick. Well, that's something I always want to sell off. We've got like a bajillion glassware. Just how that'll do. And I've got so much cheese that it's just getting sick. Oh, you can't. I want to sell you some cheese. Seriously, I mean, holy moly, we're down to 500 iron ore. Okay, that's interesting. It's a feature. Right, so that plan that I had, I thought the iron ore was going to last a lot longer than this. Because all of a sudden what's going to happen when those miners go back to work, this is going to plummet. And that's not good. I'm just saying it. I'm just getting that off. Flying out loud. Even rats. Fine. I'll get a rat catching. And that's a healer's house. The healers, I mean, they could try. They could try and help, I suppose. Let's put them... I've got to be a bit careful because well, actually, no, I've got a bit of wiggle room because the fence is going to go there. Now, which way around? I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Ooh, 3 villagers immigrated. I don't remember anybody asking, but... Right, so we've now got... We've got 10 in there. And 8 in there. So that needs expanding. These people are having fun, so they decided to upgrade. So we've got a tower, we've got a tower, we've got a tower, tower, tower. Yeah, so it's that's bothering me. So who's that? Is that one of the marketers? So they're bringing over the firewood, aren't they? Okay. So they've obviously got to get that from somewhere. So that's something else I need to sort out over there. Right, how's our road? Right, that looks a bit better now. Doesn't have a firewood splitter, I admit, but storage. Right, can I build that yet? No, I can't. Okay. This is definitely a theme in this game, is flattening things. So once we've done that, I can get them to get ourselves some storage, and then we can get our firewood splitter in this. That might help a bit, having someone like that in the area. Because I think the wagoners bring resources. I think they now transfer resources between places. Before they used to just go out to, say, like a mine, and then they bring the mine, the ore back from a mine, and that was basically it. But I think they now travel between other places, which is helpful. Speaking of helpful, it would be helpful to get this place a bit flatter. It's all wibbly wobbly. Everything's wibbly wobbly again. Jeez Louise. How do we end up with such wibbly wobbly places? Right. Speaking of wibbly wobbly places, how's this place doing? I mean, that's not even flat by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, so like somehow it's a case of, I think that's like the centre here is going to have to lower to come down to the height of these parts. I think that's what it's going to boil down to. I mean, that's the highest point. It's starting to code about there. So that's about 10, isn't it? So we're limited to 10 cells. So if I go out in that direction, I don't know why I'm pressing that button, but whatever. I'll do the same over there. And that. See, this area here is much lower than there, so it's not going to have any impact. My flattening here, I don't think has any impact. I think I might have to go back to what I was doing before, where you just have to pick some cells and then try and lift them up, maybe one cell at a time. Which that's why I was doing it this way. I was trying to see if I could get this process any faster, because it's taking forever and a day. So if I go out to so that's the 5th one's right on the edge. So that's even lower down. So I could try bringing these ones. We go. Try from that side. Actually, I haven't said that. Having the fertility key crest kind of helps in a way, because it makes it a bit easier to see what I've got. Might help that actually. Yeah, now that's not going to help, because most of the ones there are flatter. So if I go in that direction, so it drops off at that point. Then go from there. I mean, that's pretty flat already. It's kind of flattish. Look at that, good visiting deer. So I'll try pulling them up by maybe one cell over here, see what that does. Because what I was trying to avoid was getting to a situation where I just spend so much time flattening one part. It's like if I get this bit here completely flat, as soon as I extend it out by like one cell on that side, and then that no longer becomes flat. And the trouble is, you haven't got enough cells. You know, you can't pick up an area big enough to then say, right, well in that case I'll try and get all of that area flat. Because the trouble is I can't cover all areas, so what I'll do is I'll probably end up, you know, maybe I've got this block, say like a 10 by 10. If I start moving left and trying to lift this side up, then all of a sudden this side's higher up than the rest of them, so it's like back to square one. That's the thing I'm more bothered about. That's why I'm not sure if this actually works or not. I don't know if it's possible. Just because of the way they've designed this flattening tool. Let's keep going in that direction, so that needs to go that way, doesn't it? Oh dear. Why are people being left in the streets? That's not good. Not very considerate. So So that's done, that's done. So just waiting for the rat catcher, presumably done. Where are they? Where's our rat catcher? There's our rat catcher. So the rat catcher can come out and sort that out then. So that's a good thing. In the meantime, right, they're starting to build that. Oh, hello. Why did we end up with the... That's not good. I don't need that. I must have missed a bit there. Let's take that out. Oh, woodchickles. I missed. I picked the wrong one. Right. I better put that in before I forget, otherwise I'll end up leaving a gap again. Right, go and build one there. So then that can shoot over the walls. That's my theory. It's a theory. It's kind of what, as I said, like, I mean, you really want to test that theory. I kind of feel you want to. I mean, you should. Seems a bit odd to have just a theory. Storage. So we want that kind of storage over here. Then plywood splitter. I was going to put them either side, but so it would have to go there. Yeah, it would have to go there to start annoying people. In the meantime, we're going to have to flatten this area again, aren't we? Oh. Right, so that'll drop it by about 2 cells on that side. Are affected, right. Then if we get our flattening tool in that direction, hopefully I can start sorting the road, because the road's looking a bit wibbly wobbly again. I mean, that's too steep. It's not as bad. Oh, it is as bad. It's just exactly the same as it was before, isn't it? What if we go from... I mean, I could extend it out specifically for that reason. Move that away. See what strange designs they end up coming up with that. It's not just randomly like picking places and clicking here and clicking there and thinking, oh, I wonder if that's going to solve the problem. I know it's a bit better. So how's our wall doing? It's not doing at all, is it? Hang on a minute. Have we gone... Hold on, that makes no sense. So there's one there. Surely that should be the gate there then. If that's the... What have I done here? What the heck happened here? Yeah, that's the gate. Good grief. Right, so we do want that one. So oh, that's the one that needs to go. Nope, don't want that one. Go away. If I could click on it, it would help. Take that out. In which case that can go. Right, that makes more sense. Right, put it there. So it's just for the sake of having a gap around. Not we're going to build a road. We'll have the... If we go from, say, there to there, and then there to there. Old age, that's gonna have to do. 956. Probably still working up here, aren't they? It is what it is. If I can find my mouse, that's old age, okay. The trouble is, with I'm finding with the snow is that it's sometimes the mouse just disappears. It's like blends in very well. I can't see where on earth it's gone. Right, so we're going to do something similar over here. So defenses. So we have a gate over here maybe. And then we'll have to go out too, won't we? From there to there. There to there. Well, that's not far enough, is it? Yeah, it's going to intrude on the trees, I think. Right, we'll have to take that one out. We'll take that one out. Never mind. Take that out. That out. Take that out. So that. So I'll have to find out what type of tree it is. It's an apple tree. Right, so can we put another apple tree somewhere else? Can I just squeeze one in somewhere? Ah, there. Right, so you're losing a tree. What kind of tree are you losing? You're losing a pear tree. I wonder if there's any partridges around. That one will go over there. Let's get a priority on that, so that way I can make sure to take them out and get the wall built. But hopefully that'll buy this place a bit more time as well. Because otherwise I mean, it's not so much a problem for the bears, it's just the raiders. They're always coming down and then they just wreck the place. The longer I can stall them, the better. A miner. Oh. I saw that. I thought it said a miner's on fire. I thought, what? That's new. I've never heard that one. Right, a miner's out of ore. Oh, that's good news. Well, crazy as it sounds, that's actually good news. Right, so let's take that out. Yeah, we'll take that out. Because then it's not close to the houses. What's bad news is now I need to find some more. Now there's an infinite deposit of iron there. And I think there's some on the... Or at least there was some. What? Villagers may not be able to reach this building. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Oh, they can get up there. Can you get up? This is a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Right, if we go to that, can anybody, somebody maybe try and fix that place, because otherwise we've got a big problem, as in nobody can get up and down here, and if nobody can get up and down here, we are seriously in problem. Oopsie. I mean, it's that little edge there, isn't it? Might have to find other places where they can go, because I don't know who's actually going to go. Oh, good grief. If I, oh dear, we broke it. We broke the place. Yeah, it's gone from bad to seriously bad. Because if they can't get up and down, then there's a problem. Oopsie. I mean, I'm kind of relying on somebody to go and do something about these places. I'm trying to, where they can potentially reach. Anything where I can kind of like get them to go to. Don't give them that. Oh, this is bad. I mean, somebody's there and they can't get anywhere. What if we do... I mean, I can't get them to do that work. Pressing the F key. I can't exactly get them to do things. I can't like force them to prioritize. I'm heavily relying on somebody to come along and do something. Whether that's going to solve things or not, I don't know. Right, it's helped her. Don't know if it's going to help anybody else though. And that could make a bad situation worse. Ooh, man, that was close. This is bonkers. You've got to be very, very careful. Because this is sometimes what happens. Like, I think where I've had people dying of exposure, it's because maybe they've been like out there digging up things, and it's like, that's it. They've broken something, they can't get back out again. In that case, like, I'm glad I spotted that. Otherwise, that could have been seriously bad. Maybe that's what you need, is like multiple like points, and just leave certain areas alone. So there's always a way to get to somewhere. Otherwise, things can go horribly wrong. Jeez Louise. Right. Anyway, where are we at then? So we've got this place. I'm okay with this place for now anyway. I mean, at some point I might be thinking of like expanding it out for a garrison. We've now got... What's your problem? What are you annoyed at? Okay. Okay, retreat. Oh, I like that. They're all retreating. They're all running away. I like that. The goat's gone rogue. So it's like, come here. Stop being annoying. You're annoying people. But that's quite amusing, like the retreating. It's like, no, I'm not messing around with these goats. But surely it's like surely there's enough food for them. I mean, they've got hay. What's the problem? was going to say what's the beef, but yeah, that's more cows and goats. So yes, that part, we'll just keep that taking over. I should really come back to trying to solve this issue of not enough ingots. That's something to do. But also this little bugbear of mine, this little pet peeve. Yeah, that's interesting. It's, yeah. But of course, that's all for another episode.